Hey, it's uh, This might be.
What I don't understand is why every Down, girl, with a never gonna settle down, girl. Hey.
Welcome, everyone, to famed Sanford City in between the hedges in Athens, Georgia, home to the Bulldogs and 90,000 of their closest friends. And wow, do we have a fun one here ahead. A top 10 team walking into the snake pit of an environment just trying to get out alive. This will be fun, as we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on the 16th ranked team, the Georgia Bulldogs. BTA Sports College Football. I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Hermstreet. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. The Bulldogs will kick this deep to get us going. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And the returner will be brought down. Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. Look at this, an end around to start the drive. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
The defense there showed incredible discipline and the backside contained. And that reverse wasn't going anywhere, just textbook.
Getting set, there's second down. And there's the handoff. He shreds the tackle. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Well, I thought he might shake free there. He's able to break one tackle, but give credit to the secondary. Good job of coming up in run support.
Now the offense faces third and long from the 30. Can they convert and get a drive going? Fired into a tight window and picked off. Going the other way, can they stop it? It's a big return off the INT. They steal an offensive possession.
Nice job by this defense jumping on that football to come up with the interception. And not exactly how this quarterback envisioned this game starting. His very first throw of the game, he puts into traffic, and he costs his team in a big way.
He's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back. The Bulldogs come up to the line in the hurry-up. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia. Well, they began with great field position, and that didn't take long at all.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an opportunity. Your defense sets you up in great field position. You're not looking for a field goal. You're looking for a touchdown. Give the credit to this offense for being aggressive and punching it in.
Getting set to kick the ball off now. He'll return it from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. retakes the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession ended in a pick. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Pressure is coming. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
Boy, what an incredible push by this defensive line. And if you're going to survive in the SEC, the teams that really separate themselves are the teams that have great defensive linemen, especially in the interior. And Georgia has had an incredible legacy over the years, and it's nice to see that this player right here is trying to live up to that.
And he finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. Brought down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
And looking to throw now on 1st down. Looking to scramble. Catch made on the right side. Brought down, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 49. The Hurricanes will line up on 1st and 10.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the 1st down.
Extending the play now. Stopped right there at the line. No gain. Offense cranking up the tempo now. No huddle. 2nd down. We're going to throw it. Fires it to the wideout. Easy throw to a wide-open receiver downfield. Touchdown, Hurricanes. Just ran away from the defense. Kirk, they were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and they reached the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
And they make the recovery in the onside kick. The offense keeps it for another possession. Is back on the field. Great possession last time. They punched it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? Fights through the tackler. They bring him down, but a solid run there by the sophomore. And the Canes looking to use the up-tempo offense here.
Good job up front by this offensive line. A good hard running for this Miami Hurricane back. He's doing everything he can to live up to the long legacy that the Canes have at this running back position.
In a big game before he goes out of bounds, the offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. Offense will keep it on the ground here. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. And they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well. You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up
into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami.
Now, this defense is so caught up in all the wide receivers, they forgot about the running back. He's not just back there running the ball. This guy's involved in the passing game. Nice throw and catch and a touchdown.
And the PAT is good. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. And the hands team able to recover the football.
Chris, I just don't understand the logic here to go for this onside kick so early in the game, but I guess you can appreciate the boldness.
And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. Well, they feed the fullback here, and the big fella with a solid gain there.
Yeah, there aren't a whole lot of college offenses that still display a fullback. It sure is nice to see a guy that not only can block most of the game, but occasionally get his hands on the football and get some positive yards.
Has the first down and more. The ball is loose. Defense recovers the fumble. Big takeaway.
That is tough here, because not only does he take a big hit, but now you're about to get an earful from your coach on the sideline after that turnover.
So the challenge doesn't work. That'll cost the head coach a timeout. We'll see if that comes into play later in the ballgame. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Here comes a handoff. Just a small gain. Looking at 2nd and 9. And he drops back in the gun. And the senior making a disruptive impact play.
Chris, that is textbook by this defense and man-to-man coverage. Nowhere to go for this quarterback. He's looking around everywhere to find an open man. By the time he figures it out, it's a sack for the defense.
Defense looking for back-to-back sacks. 3rd down now. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Launching downfield. Makes the catch downfield. And the play is good enough for a first down. They'll move the ball to the 44. The Canes come to the line looking to crank up the tempo.
Most defensive coordinators focus a lot of their energy on how their unit performs on 3rd down and in the red zone. They give up a couple more 3rd down conversions like that, and they're in for a very...
Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Who could not stop him? He's in. Touchdown, Canes.
What a well-designed play here by this offense to get the ball to the gifted tight end. Of course, he's got the size, but here he shows you the speed that he has in outrunning the secondary into the end zone for a big touchdown.
Automatic in the PAT. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Georgia offense is back out on the field. They got into plus territory last time, but the drive ended on a fumble. They got to shake that off immediately. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. He went backwards on first down, so 2nd and long from the 24. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Miami, 21, Georgia, 7.
So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Nice run. He's brought down to the 44. Offense looking to keep the drive going here. 3rd and short now from the 44. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Quick throw. Catch made on the out route. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Early movement there will cost the offense 5 yards. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. This Georgia offense is moving quickly down the field. They'll try the option play here. Pitches to the back. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to first down yardage. Important second down play coming up. Here's the option play. Pitch play to the back. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
And he will be stuffed for no gain. And now the defense will call a timeout before this critical down just to get everybody on the same page. So no field goal try here. Coach keeps the offense on the field to go for it on fourth down. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs. Well, the call was sort of predictable, Kirk, but that tight end is just so tough to stop down here in the red zone.
Listen, speaking on behalf of all quarterbacks, you get down in the red zone, you're looking for that big target that you can trust. He's going to run a good route, and he's got a big wingspan to allow you to make a throw up into the air. He can go up and make a catch over most defenders. Really good execution. They come up with 6.
And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. Here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. We have a shootout developing here. Each offense scoring a touchdown on their last possession. First down. They're going to throw the football. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. He's on the run. Launches deep. Catch is made way down inside the 30. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown for the U. So it's still early, but this offense beginning to build momentum and build the lead now.
As we've seen over the years, Chris, good teams know how to use the first quarter to establish the lead, the second quarter to increase the lead, and the final half just to hold on to it. They're following that blueprint perfectly, widening the distance between them and their opponent before we even get to the locker rooms.
Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. The passing game was so effective in the last possession. Right down for a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. Moves the ball out across the 30. And that's good for a first down. Dogs will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. They'll try and run it. Here's the running back. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Offense getting set. It's second down. And he'll set up to throw. Looking for the wideout. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there. But now it's third down.
Oh, my gosh, Chris. A missed opportunity to your best receiver with that speed. I'll tell you this. I'm shocked that he actually overthrew him. If anything, I'd expect him to underthrow a fleet-footed receiver like this. But he must have anticipated that his receiver could go get it and just misses him.
Trying to create outside the pocket now. Breaks loose at the 40. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. More than enough to pick up a first down.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
First down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss. Second down after that run on the previous play. Send the back in motion. A pop pass on the jet sweep. He's tackled just short of the midfield line at the 49. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. The pocket breaking down. Looking to scramble now. Defense able to stop it. It's 4th down now. The Dogs will look to convert here on 4th down. Defense calls their 3rd and final timeout of the half now.
Timeout, Miami.
The offense already has 1 4th down conversion. Can they do it for a 2nd time? Here's the snap. He's looking to throw. But it's incomplete. The defense makes a huge 4th down stop.
Oh, my gosh, a drop pass here on this 4th down play. Everything was perfect. The execution is there. The route is nice. The ball is on the money. All he has to do is catch it, and it's a 1st down, and he drops it. This one could come back to haunt him.
That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
For the defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. From the shotgun, drops back. He's looking deep here. Deep shot caught inside the 25. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play. The Hurricanes hustle to the line to run the hurry up. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Running out of time in the pocket. Cannot escape that ferocious pass rush. It's a sack. Pass protection, a serious issue. Another sack makes it 2nd and long. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Looking for his big tight end. Pass caught. Can he get in? And he's run out after a big gain. The offense will be set up with a 1st down and goal. The Canes line it up with 1st and goal. Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Hurricanes. Still no answer for this offense.
Number 3, with the carry.
Lining up to try the extra point. They convert the PAT, so the lead is now 21. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he stopped with the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. We'd expect a prudent decision here, backed up near their own end zone. Just run the clock out and get to halftime. He's going for a big play downfield. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. It's a short return. They make the tackle at the 25, but what a play for this defense.
Boy, just a drive killer right there, Chris. And he didn't seem to throw that ball with much confidence. Just put it up for grabs, and the defense comes down with it.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he'll just get rid of it.
Man, I like this play. I mean, not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Looking to make a big play downfield. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well. And he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
They'll tackle him after a short game. A cautious call there on 3rd and long. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Miami 35, Georgia 14.
The Hurricanes will kick this away to get the second half going. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And they stop him at the 11. Not good field position to start the drive. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. That's a design quarterback keeper. It's a short game, but look at that defense swarm to the football.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
It's an option look. Powers through a tackle. Brought down at the 33. That's good enough to move the stakes.
Let's face it, we all want a team full of guys that can just make big plays and get first downs and touchdowns. But you know what? You got to have a big man. You can just turn it to him and hand him the ball, and he can be dependable in picking up first downs.
He's moving out of the pocket. Using his legs here. Tries to get to the marker with his legs, but comes up a little short on the scramble. The Dogs come to the line to run the hurry out. They look to throw it here on second down. Heavy pressure, he lets it go. Oh, a throwaway there. Gave up on the play, but now it's going to bring up third down.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
They'll run it here. The fullback gets the carry. Breaks loose at the 45. Oh, and he's free down the left side. Can they run him down? Finally brought down to the 13-yard line. An enormous gain puts him in great scoring position. Movement at the second level of the defense now. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Brought down after picking up 5 yards, so 2nd and 5. Offense right to the line, cranking up the tempo. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker.
Boy, he was close to getting to that corner and picking up some big yards, but the defense does a good job of getting him out of bounds.
So here we go, third down in the red zone, the kind of play that decides football games. It's third down. Quarterback in the shotgun. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up. Still down by double digits in the third quarter. They're going to go for it on fourth down. Tight end goes in motion. Here we go on fourth down. And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge fourth down stop.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decide to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did it.
He's free around the 15. Breaks free down the left side. End zone ahead. He's past the 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, Miami. And this one is getting ugly.
Well, I love to watch this offense. It's one thing to study the film, but to watch these guys in person, you saw it in the first half, seemed to score every possession. And here they are coming out to start the second half with another touchdown.
Extra point splits the uprights. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. Remember, last time they went for it on 4th down and got stopped. And the opponent went right down the field. See if they can recover from that here. Oh, and he misfires just beyond the receiver's grasp.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Throws a rocket toward the right side. Defense breaks it up. Nice play. Incomplete.
Well, Chris, the offense takes a shot downfield, and this defender does a great job of making a play on the ball. Not only that, he tips that ball up into the air. Good chance for the defense to come up with an interception there.
And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
1st and goal, handoff. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
That's a 2nd and goal play for the offense. Tailback tests the middle of the defense. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Man, I really thought on 2nd and goal you might see the offensive coordinator elect to throw the ball, but instead try to catch the defense napping by running. Man, does it backfire.
3rd and goal. Try to make it on the ground. Picks him about 3 yards there, but it's going to be 4th down.
What a stop by this defense here on 3rd down and goal. They've been put in a very tough situation, and 3 straight plays, they've stepped up. Now, a big decision for the head coach for the offense. What is he going to do here after those 3 plays? Is he still going to try to get this touchdown? And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
Set for the kickoff here after adding to this big lead. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackled at the 23, brought it out, tried to make a play, but good coverage that time. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. The gain is 3. Now it's 2nd down and 7. The Bulldogs looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. He's moving out of the pocket now. And it's complete. What a grab by the receiver right near the sideline.
It is tough on a defense when a quarterback gets out of the pocket and makes the defense have to decide, are we going to rush him or are we going to stay back in coverage? And there, the quarterback was able to keep looking downfield and find a receiver as the defense scrambled to adjust.
Another chunk play. This offense is really clicking. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. It just lobs it off the back foot. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
That ball just seemed to sail on it. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
So 2nd down after the incompletion.
Let's go.
Looking to throw yet again. Now rolling out to his left. Quick throw to the left. The QB throws his third pick of the day. And he's got some open field ahead. Steps out after a crucial takeaway. This could be a big turning point.
Chris, that's back-to-back drives now that this offense has thrown interceptions. They've got to be able to regroup on the sideline, adjust their schemes, maybe their personnel groupings and formations, try to find a new way to attack, because right now, this isn't working.
Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
And the wideout goes in motion. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Jukes to get free. He's stopped, but he gets a first down.
You know, to me, Chris, with this offense, it's almost an extension of their running game. You put the receiver out in motion, you flip the ball out to him, out to the outside, let him do what he does best, which is use his instincts, and he picks up a first down.
Off the play fake on first down. He'll try a pass here. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. Big takeaway. Now looking for a big return. Across midfield. The 30. Inside the 20. And he's going to score on the pick six. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Great job here by the backer, just mirroring the quarterback, reading his eyes, and then stepping in front of that throw. Comes up with it, and then he goes back to high school, shows you what he can do with the ball in his hands, takes it in for a touchdown.
And he gets in for the two-point conversion. This is now a 3-score game. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the receiving team has recovered. Looks like the hands team did its job.
Chris, as you know, the chances are you're not going to recover these, but still, the hands team deserves a lot of credit for executing and coming up with the ball. You can't overstate the importance of a good special teams unit.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. Tackle made, but there's a flag down on the field. So the holding penalty in the offense backs him up 10 yards. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. It's a short completion to the big tight end. And the defense brings him down. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires.
Brings up second down.
Second down, we're going to throw it. And he'll loft it to the end zone. Touchdown, Canes. And the beatdown continues. That's another passing strike from this quarterback. He is having himself a tremendous ballgame.
Boy, this guy just can't miss. Every single time he throws, it seems like he's coming up with another touchdown. The receivers are running good routes. He has enough time to throw. And, man, this poor defense, they might want to think about changing up coverage because right now it is not working.
Here's the point after attempt.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more.
That makes the score Miami 52, Georgia 22.
Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away.
Kickoff.
Try to make a play from deep in his end zone. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team.
And your Georgia Bulldogs will take over first and 10.
And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Got the first down, now looking for more. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Inside the 10. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, Georgia.
There just aren't a lot of quarterbacks that can take a design QB run and take it downfield that far for a touchdown. What an added element for this offense, and it makes it so challenging for the defense to stop.
And they've got him. A sack on 4th down. There's a penalty marker down. If it's on the offense, it's a change of possession. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the hands team able to make the crucial recovery. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. First down, looking to throw the ball. The pass rush closing in. It's caught downfield. Tackle made after a big gain.
Chris, how about this approach by this offensive play caller? Up big, 4th quarter, and they're still taking shots downfield looking for more points. I think they're trying to rub it in here a little bit.
And the Canes looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Looking to throw it on first down. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Well, I love to see this quarterback sit in there and take the hit. But, man, he's got to do a better job of recognizing where to go with the ball and just throw it away. You can't throw it into double coverage.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Decides not to throw it and will take an enormous loss on this segment.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on the quarterback there. That was a strong safety sneaking in. I don't think the quarterback saw him, and eventually comes home with a sack.
Drops back. Looking to throw for it on 3rd down. He's going to pull it down and run. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's 4th down coming up. The Canes looking to crank up the tempo a bit. The corner's now playing a couple yards off the ball. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. He'll take a deep shot here. Makes the catch. Can he get in? Touchdown for the U. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly.
Chris, you talk about having a day. This offense just goes out. They're not even looking at the scoreboard. They're just going out, executing the play called, and continuing to put points on the board.
Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. He moves the ball across the 20 to the 22. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. The defense with more pre-snap movement. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Escapes the pocket. Breaking free at the 35. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a 1st down.
Man, this quarterback can play the game. He can throw, and as we see here, he can run the football. The defense does everything that they need to with the pressure. They look like they're in good position to be able to come up with a nice play on him.
Going for a big play downfield. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
Wow, back-to-back deep shots. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. That's a big gain. The offense is threatening now. Spot the ball at the 22. And the Bulldogs pick up enough yardage for a first down. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Running through the tackle.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. Just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
Dogs hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. It's a quick grab. Brought down at the 5 after the completion. Defense getting pushed back.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Check this out. It's a 5-wide receiver look on 2nd and goal. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2. The ball sits at the 2-yard line for 3rd and goal. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Hit as he released it. And it's incomplete, targeting a man right near the goal line. A field goal here doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 on 4th down.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
The coach's choice to go for it does not pan out. So it's 1st and 10 inside the 5. How does the coaching staff play this? So they run the ball to get some breathing room, or will they trust the QB and be more aggressive here?
Chris, this back has had a great day. They're winning the football game. I just looked at my stats. This guy's at 99 yards on the day. You can tell how badly he wants to cross the 100-yard threshold. He's been superb today.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Handoff as they try to work the clock here. The gain good for just a few yards. The defense swarming to the football.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
They stop him at the 22, but that's important breathing room on this drive.
How impressive these guys been up front today. Big 3rd down. Know what you need to do, get the 1st down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to securing a victory.
Gain of 6. Brings up
2nd down after that run on the previous play. They're going to run it. And it works. The 1st down to the 35.
What a shock, right? I mean, this guy once again gets his hands on the football, and great things seems to happen. He's over 120 yards on the day, and it's really been a combination of his vision and speed, along with really dominant offensive line play.
They'll run it here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Here's the 2nd down play. Defense not pressing this time. Well, really entertaining one. It was fun one to call. They get the W, Kirk, in a shootout.
Not much to criticize for either of these teams on the offensive side. But they put on a great show. But for the two defenses, especially the losing squad, you can't imagine their coach is too happy with their performance.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.